Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Getting Sauced. We're getting sauced with my man Jordan Party tonight. Gotta start the vehicle back up. Trying to wind down the evening at the end of the evening. Met my BFF Candy out tonight for some Victorian jazz for Christmas up in Saratoga Springs tonight. It was today was a shit show, quite frankly, out there. Come on, Jordan. But yeah, it was an interesting shit show of a day. Did some learning, some high level learning through one of the people I'm gonna hire to do some work for me on my apparel line, East Coast. Shout out to my girl Hillary. I mean, I'm just surrounding myself with a bunch of rock star badass women who are dominating the space, by the way. Dominating. Some people ask me what other jobs I do. I don't know, what other jobs do you do? Sell CBD products online, promote wellness in people. Alright? Anybody out there who doesn't take the movement seriously, you're out of your minds. Here in New York State, it's coming very soon. And we're gearing up. We're gearing up for production. We're gearing up for dispensaries. We're gearing up for mobile dispensaries. We're going to be ready, one way or another. I'm hoping to get some things on the first round. I'm reaching out to the politicians, all the minority groups. Hey, three-time college loser, biochemist / accountant, looking to change that situation. In the meantime, setting up a charity called The College Loser to end the conspiracy. What conspiracy? The college conspiracy. The conspiracy that takes people's lives and fucking ruins them. Okay? Don't go to school unless you absolutely need to. And don't get yourself into debt. I mean, it's so easy to write any sort of a proposal out there. Write a proposal to government. That's one of the things that I'm going to do with the college losers. I'm going to bury them in paperwork, writing all sorts of grant proposals to pay back all of the losers like myself. I actually talked to a gentleman today, said he owes $300,000, and yeah, he's like, that's a freaking great idea. Start a super fund for a class action lawsuit against the federal and state education departments. That'll get their friggin' attention. Hello? I have hordes of lawyers outside of your door. You can't ignore us. Let's talk. I have millions of people marching on Capitol Hill, lobbying for reform here in this country. You can't just cut tuition and say, okay, things are reformed and now we're going to lower tuition for the new people, but what about all the old losers? You guys still owe money. Fuck you. Your lives are fucked the rest of your lives. Nah, that's bullshit. But in the meantime, there's growing cannabis and hemp. We're going to have lots of jobs that are worth having. The people that I bring on, I'm not looking to hire more than once. I mean, I know it's going to be inevitable, but my shitty 3 years at the tax department were very valuable years. They might not have been financially or career-wise, but believe me, I learned all about how to scumbag people through the HR conspiracy. I learned all about the corporate conspiracy. Ethics are what we say they are. Don't you love it? But what about the people? This is public sector work. What do the people have to say? I hear every day how much we suck and we're not serving the people. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Creates job security for us. Wow! Cuomo, you out there? You want to end corruption in New York State Tax Department? Holler at your boy, the real Vsauce. The fact of the matter is, change doesn't come easy. And
Your Grubhub?
yeah, the Grubhub, baby. I'm sorry, I forgot to stop and tell you I was Grubhub. I hope you didn't think I was being rude.
Okay, I figured you were Grubhub.
You're like, that's that crazy white boy right there. Bald dude.
And that's everything.
That's everything? Alright, thanks, hon.
Welcome.
What's up with Taco Bell tonight? We're like bombarded.
Maybe?
We're bombarded. Is this normal for a Thursday?
I guess
It's
so.
been a while since I've been a Taco
Yeah,
Bell
me
guy.
too.
Oh, okay. Alright. Have a good night, hon. And that's how it goes, man. Hey, why you gotta treat people working at Taco Bell any differently than you would, like, say, like your mom or your daughter or your sister? You know? I'm not supposed to be here in this car delivering food right now. Treat your driver. Pay him good. We're out here working to make your life more excellent. So you might as well reciprocate, Ninja. So that's where we're at. Like I said, I need money to do better production. I need all sorts of money for all sorts of stuff. So my trademark, I need to get it in a retail situation in addition to the online sales. Why? Just because I am going retail. Why wouldn't I? And you know what that means, right? More money! More money. Everything, every day is more money. Here's the secret, though. Money isn't real. It's not real. Who cares? Who cares? Money is not real. Running red lights. Woo woo! Yo, that was a short red light anyway. Screw that. And FYI, there's nobody on the road, so it's not like there's anybody I had to yield to necessarily. Let's get that seatbelt on. Just wait. It's been a wild and crazy ride. From New York to Vegas, back to New York. Thanksgiving. Oh, you only slept like 6 hours in 5 days in Vegas? Shit, Ninja. You gotta sleep when you get back. Oh, but you still gotta go make money. Go be a slave to people. Go serve entitled scumbags of the Capital District who don't want to tip you for your services rendered. But meanwhile, they knew that doing driving with Uber and Lyft didn't pay the bills. And you know what everybody's answer is? Don't do it then. Don't do it. Alright, well, is there any opportunity out there worth having for somebody that's a biochemist / accountant with 3 college degrees? No, there's no jobs out there. There's no jobs out there paying over mid-30s to low 40s. And guess what? That ain't gonna cut it for my bills. So what do? You create your own jobs. And you be an influencer and you create things. Like reform in the education system. I have no idea how to reform the healthcare system, so I'm not even going to touch it. I don't really 100% have any clue how to reform the education system. But I'll tell you what, primary education game is effed up. What are we teaching people? This is just a few years back here in New York State. We implemented the Common Core system. What the hell was that? Every parent that I knew who talked about Common Core said that Common Core made their kids stupider. But it was a good experiment. Maybe that's something we should have done a sample demographic on before we rolled it out statewide. I'm just saying. Thanks, Obama. So that's that. I hope everybody caught my man Trump on the news today when he was getting on the Air Force One. It's not Air Force, but whatever the helicopter is there. He was getting on the helicopter to go someplace else. I think he was getting on the helicopter to go to Air Force to travel. But it was cool because they're all on his ass about his lawyer that pled guilty to lying to Congress hearing or something like that. And he's like, bro, get off my dick. What ramifications does his lying have on me? He didn't do anything illegal or wrong with me as a president. So he did something wrong. He was lying about it because he was trying to lessen the impact of what he did. What would you do? Now he has to face the ramifications of lying. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens in the days to come. I think he opened up some can of worms, but you know what? If I were Trump, quite frankly, I'd be sick and tired of the press getting on his case about Hillary losing the race. I mean, what's worse? His private lawyer lying about something that happened before he was even the president, so, you know, as a matter of justice, it really has no impact on him being a president? Or knowingly setting up your own private servers to keep your communications from being monitored by the internal controls of our federal government. You know what the internal controls are for, right? They're to prevent corruption. They're to prevent things like treason. So I can't wait to see what happens when all the dust settles. Because those are capital crimes against the state. Okay, so they jammed Melania up or whoever for doing private emails. Did she set up her own private server to evade the internal controls of the government? No. And I believe, I could be wrong, the story goes, she realized what she did and reported herself. There you go. That's integrity, people. Nobody's perfect. You realize you make a mistake. There you go. Boom. I screwed up before. I'm the first one to bring it to my boss's attention. And that's the way it should be. That way you can fix it immediately. Immediately. Ninjas be on some bullshit. Hirsch Marketing Group, huh? Interesting branding. It's kind of blah if you ask me, but it's not my marketing group. It would not be my first choice either, just because of their terrible branding. You know, you need to think about your goodwill and your image that you want to set forth. If you're going to do anything, business, you're going to... there's a lot of talk out there about you being your own brand, you know, so it's like, take up all your social media. I'm Nicholas Oropalo. Oh yeah, I'm Nicholas Oropalo on Facebook, on LinkedIn. I can't get it on a lot of other things, so I just use my old school gamer tag, Blazer Fiend. Whatever, criticize me for it all you want. What's a Blazer Fiend? A Blazer Fiend is something that I made up to game to. It really has no significance. Yellow House. Yellow House. Alright, I'll be right back. Working for the man. Working for the man! Working hard for the money! Oh, don't want to do copyright infringement. Oh man, that was a good one. Nice guy. So I screwed up again. Today is just not my day. I'm going home, going to bed. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow I have my first conference call with Kira. I'm sure this check that I stroked to her is not going to be enough money. I'm ever so certain of that. I was just talking with my BFF Candy tonight about it. How excited I am to talk to her. I mean, this lady's a freaking... She's like a Gene Simmons rock star. If you guys don't know who Gene Simmons is, he's Kiss. And, like, that guy's the man. He's got a humongous tongue. But, yeah. I want to hear what she has to say. I want to get her analysis of what the sauce is doing here. Like, her and her group, they can do some amazing things for my business and my brand. Which is great, but I want to hear what else they can do for me in the meantime so I can start getting some money machines going. Because I don't have time to wait to just go big and wide. Nor do I have the funding available to me. So, pay me some money on my fundraisers. Because your boy Vsauce here, the real Vsauce. He needs some money so I can do big things. Holler at your boy. But yeah, so that delivery, man, I got the damn phone in my hand and somehow I marked it delivered right before I got to his door. I'm like, man, of course there's more than an apartment here. I hope to God they answer the door. He was right on answering the door. Nice guy. So we had a good laugh over it. I'm like, thank God that you're answering your door and you heard me coming. Oh, and I told him the story and he laughed. I was just like, this is gonna be it for the night. Today's just not happening. Some days everything is up against you, and that was today. I wish it wasn't, because the girl I told you, Hillary, I talked to earlier, man, I had some growing pains up here in La Cabeza. My head hurts from talking to her earlier. Like, they're on some, like I said, these girls, these women are fantastic. They're on some next level shit. So, why wouldn't you go with them? So I'm sure when I talk to Kira tomorrow, she's going to be like, thanks for the check, here's your invoice, blah, blah, blah. We need more money. And, you know, hopefully $1,000 is enough to get something started. At least a little console here and there. But like I was saying, I was talking to Candy about it. I'm glad I did stroke her a check and got in there, got my place in line reserved. Because the couple of times I tried contacting her since the day I came back from Vegas, haven't been able to get through to her. I knew this was going to happen, so that was probably hands down the best decision I made throughout the entire process. She's the shit, and it's going to be awesome. And besides that, I'm sure, you know, now since I'm part of the fam, I'm sure she'll open her network to me so I can leverage her and her network for other resources. So I'm super freaking pumped. I can't wait to go spend some time with them out in California while I'm doing my further exploration and research in developing business plans for dispensaries and grows. And that's that. Like, the thing that people need to realize, this isn't a dude, where's my car business anymore. There's high levels of sophistication in it, and along with that, there's a lot of money and a lot of accountability being put into it. And quite frankly, I couldn't be more excited over those changes, because I want to 100% dispel the notion that this is for like losers and burnouts, you know. Biochemist/accountant, got my experience in, I got my badges, I earned them. My uncle likes to call it the fruit salad, the salad medley on your chest like the general. Bam, whatever, call it what you want. Holler at your boy Vsauce. I got skills, baby. So that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna leave you with that. Happy holidays, y'all. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Like I said, many, many, many great things to come. This Lyft Ambassador program is introducing me to a lot of great people with the hustle spirit that are out here doing the gig grind every day, and we're sick of it. So there's going to be other opportunities to come. What I don't get is there's this guy Andy that works in my area. So Andy, if you're out here listening to this, he's got a Nissan Caravan. I left him my card to call me, to collaborate, because I like his style, and my man works hard and he keeps his shit tight. Didn't call me. His loss. He must be doing really good on his own. I just don't get it. Some people, they, whatever. You know, I told my my gym owner I wanted to help him expand into you know, scaling up. He didn't seem too interested. So again, he must really be doing good as a one-unit gym and one-person owner-operator. I'll tell you what he is. He's freaking overworked and under-resourced. Well, how do you get more resources when you need more income? You're not going to do that with one location. There's enough competition in the area. You're lucky just to survive in the area. But if you got 2 locations, you know what's better than 2 locations? There are 4 locations throughout the area where you can have a universal membership. People commute 30-40 minutes to work. They can go to the gym at home on the weekends and then go to your ones near their work. Oh, but Nick, how do we do that? Blah, blah, blah. Well, you do it using other people's money, and you pay more money than you would using your own money. But the benefit that you get is you get to scale up right now and increase your revenue. You're also going to increase your overhead. Sure, okay, great. Is it worth it in the long run? Yeah, if the revenue exceeds expenses, absolutely. It's really simple. So if you borrow some money, extend it out, bam, bam, bam. You know, nothing's ever simple. I'm not saying it's a simple road, but if you want to explore it, let's do it, baby. Whatever. People still think that money's real. It's not real. What are you going to do? You can't take it with you. The funny part is, too, whatever you got left over at the end, you can't leave it to anybody. Because the government's going to exploit it on a tax basis. That's why you need to holler at your boy Vsauce and his people. Oh, F that. Are you kidding me? How is that store even open still? No freaking way that's open. So you holler at your boy Vsauce because you can't just set up a simple LLC and go from there. You need many businesses for many reasons. At this point in time, my corporate structure is going to encompass about 5 different businesses just to establish. And I'm not talking about every single one of my nonprofits that I'm going to open up. You know, grow, mature, pass it off to somebody else to run and still collect whatever I collect from being on the board or whatever. A lot of the nonprofits that I've come across, they don't pay their board members. Well, that's fine if you're retired or mailing it in. But I'm trying to run my nonprofits, you know, as a matter of scaling up and employing people and bringing all sorts of greater good to the community. You can't do that if you're mailing it in and you're not scaling up. It's just not going to happen. So, you know, it's tough to do something with no resources. Alright, so it looks like we cleaned up the roads a little better. Maybe the fact that they were a mess the other day was because they were still doing work. Looks like the dirt bags around here selling out the town. Or at least cleaning up the roads. So that's some good swips. I'm happy. I know I gave them a shout out for the DEC to come through and find them the other day. But I guess there are exceptions to everything. If it's an active work zone and they're working on cleaning it up, bam, whatever. Could have been worse. 2020 census coming through. I'm about to throw that app in. Throw that app in. I got that census. I got that census experience. Woo. Alright. That's all I got to say. Real Vsauce signing off.